Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to the garden. Today's video is going to be a quite quick and short planting project that I'm really excited about. So for those of you who watched my last videos, I did one where I was just walking you through the garden and showed you the 3 successes of my garden and the 3 things where I was not so happy with and that I want to tackle. And I'm going to work on one of those areas already today, even though it's just like a little contemporary thing that I'm going to do. So you see me already standing here in the midsection of our garden. So there is a walnut tree and there is an island bed. So this is like the front side of the island bed. And you can tell one side looks really nice because we got some really beautiful sedums in there, and the other side looks kind of like brown and dead, and that's exactly what it is at the moment. I put in some really nice pennisetum grasses early this year, and we surprisingly had a very late frost, and what happened is that all the pennisetum grasses kind of like fizzled out. They were really hit strong by the frost, and I still had like hopes that they might bounce back, but they didn't. They're not looking good at all, and actually I don't even think that it's worth trying to like put them even on the slope and hoping that they'll come back next year. What I'm going to do is just rip them all out, put them on the compost heap, and that's it. But what I want to do in the future is basically fill that area with sedum. So if I just show you again, I just want to have this entire area filled with sedum at the front, because I think it's just going to be a really nice uniform look, and it's got to be like a cool impact basically. But I'm going to do that next spring, and for the time being I still want to look at something nice, because whenever I come back home I look at it and I'm not really happy with how it's looking. Oh, we've got mosquitoes here, by the way. So just in case if you see me running around doing this project, it's because we have a lovely, nice, warm day. I think one of the last warm days that we're going to have this year. It's not windy, and all the mosquitoes and all their friends are coming out and trying to attack whatever they can still munch on, and unfortunately they like to do it on me as well. Anyway, so what I want to do is you can already see a little bit here in the back. Here is what I'm going to be planting today. So I bought a patch of heather plants in a bright, nice, dark pink tone. They should be hardy eventually. I'm not 100% sure. So if they survive the winter, I'm just going to cut them back in a nice, small, compact shape and replant them, because I don't want to have them there forever. It's like, I think it's nice for now because it's going to be like this beautiful autumn color. And when I'm done, I'm just going to walk you through a little bit this area here, because then you see like how important it is and how much it bothered me really to look at something looking not nice at all. So I hope you're excited for today's video. Let's start the project. So what do you guys think? Even the sun came out, which is really nice. So I got to show you everything in its full glory, and it's not so shaded as in the beginning of the video. So just swing around a little bit so you get to see better again how important this area of the island bed actually is, because it is really the front part, it's flanking it, and I needed to have something there. Like this brown dead patch was really not working at all. And if I swing around to my left, you get to see again all these nice pots that we put there in one of the previous videos with autumn beautiful colors, and there's some heather in there as well. And then I have this big patch of heather here. I could have maybe bought 2 more plants, so I think I might still head back to the garden center and put 2 more in there, maybe 2 or 3, I need to see. But I just love the combination of this dark, rich pink with the heather in combination with this blush, lovely pink of the sedum. And as the sun came out, I just quickly want to walk you through to the back of the garden just to show you how glorious everything is looking, and especially the asters. It's like an explosion of color going on. So you already get to see a little bit here. To my left, there's like this lovely big patch and drift of light purple violet aster, and it repeats itself here in the back of the garden again. So if I walk through with you, on the left there's an entire new border that I've just planted up earlier this year. So we have the grasses to my left and the big drift of beautiful lush color sedum, and then just look at that. All these colors working together, like these asters in the pale violet, the bastarta in this really nice zingy cherry red color, and then this big drift of really lovely purple violet asters. They're opening more and more flowers every single day, and it's really like this cloud sitting here in the back of a garden. So when we're sitting on the top terrace, we have a prime time view and everything what's going on here and all these colors, and it's just so much fun and so beautiful. So I'm really determined of echoing this in more parts of the garden. So I think this is just like a nice way on how to end the video with a view into our garden. You guys, that was it for today's video. It was a short one and I hope you still enjoyed it and you liked the outcome as much as I do. One thing I haven't mentioned that I quickly still want to say is when I was planting the heather plants, I haven't improved the soil. And the reason for it is I improved the soil earlier this year when I was planting the grass, and the structure is still really nice. There's still fresh compost in there, and there was still like fertilizer, and then as you could see, I could just pull the grasses out as they were. They were still in the round shape of the pots. I haven't rooted in at all, basically. So the soil was still perfect. One more word about the heather plants. They have really fine kind of like fibery roots, so when I take them out of the pots, I do not break them apart, and I would not tease anything apart, because they are not really like pot bound like some other perennials with strong roots might be. So I just put them in as they were, and the last thing that I'm going to do now is just water them in well so they have a really good start. As you might see, mosquitoes are flying around me already and I'm getting a little attacked by mosquitoes. So the last thing I just want to say, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really love to welcome you in one of my videos very soon again. Till then, take care. Bye. You guys might think that that was the end of today's video, but it isn't really, because I looked at it. I looked at it from each and every angle. I took photos, and guess what? I changed it. I changed the heather plants because I thought they are too pink. That was just too much for me. I liked them in the garden center, and even when I returned them and I looked at them in the garden center again, I was like, they are really beautiful, but I think looking at all the colors here in the garden, so if I just like go in this direction, hopefully you get to see everything, you get to see everything. I think that the white ones are just a lot softer and better with everything, and the pink ones were just too much in combination with the sedum, in combination with the asters and everything, and I'm really happy that I've done it. I took more plants now, so I think I've got 16 plants in here in total, and this is a variety where I know that they will be hardy, what I'm really happy with. So I can use them in spring to underplant some of the hazel shrubs that are growing on the slope. So I think this is going to be like a nice underplanting for those, and like a nice autumn drift there as well. So I'm definitely going to use them as well. So just give you one last look at it. This is how it's actually looking now, and I'm really happy with that now. So now I'm going to say take care, bye, see you in the next video.